headed out to shoot some more. I've got a scope to sight in. I have a really weird story to relate to you once I get out there. So I'll do that when I get closer. It's just really bizarre. Okay, here's the weird thing. This is the third time I've been out here. The first time I came out here, came to this stop sign right here, turn left, and there's a small arroyo on the left. And as soon as I passed that arroyo, on the right-hand side, there was an area to pull over. There was like a trail. There's another arroyo running north-south. I pulled in there, and it was wide enough to where I could do like a 2 or 3 point turnaround and head out the other way without having to back out. I looked at this on Google Maps, satellite view and everything. I knew exactly where I was going. I knew the terrain. I went right to it. Last week when I came out here, same thing. Turned left here. Came up to this small arroyo on the left. Looked to the right to find my spot to where I shot the week before. And it's not there. I turned around after I'd gone way too far and I knew I'd passed it. Came back, it's like, okay, well, clearly I wasn't paying attention, and it's not there. Right in this, I think right in this dip right here. Okay, so there's the small arroyo that runs through there. And the first time I came through there, because I remember when I left, I took a left, and I went over the arroyo almost immediately. So the place I shot would have been about right here. And as you can see, there's another small arroyo. There's nowhere to turn. Now, there's a hill here that I was looking over that hill to see the sandias. I can't do that anymore. There's nowhere here. I pulled off, like it was right. We've already passed the spot where I shot the first time. And it's just not here anymore. Now, I've gone way too far. I was really close to where I turned left at that stop sign is where I shot. And there is no place to pull up. See, there's houses up there. I was nowhere near a house. Here's a stop sign. I didn't come anywhere near there. So here's where I turned around last week when I was like, how did I miss the spot? So I'll turn around again. And the place where I shot the first time would be up on the left. And then just past that would be the place where I shot last week. So the geographical features of this road here, these areas where I was pulling over and shooting, have not only changed, but they're not there anymore. Now here's a spot you can pull off, but it's just, that's it. It's just a pull off. It doesn't, I can't go back any further. Okay, I'd never drove down like this. This is crazy. There was an arroyo that went north-south. That's where I set my targets up, and I was shooting across that arroyo. Now all the arroyos here are running east-west, and as you can see, this just becomes... I was right off the side of the road. I noticed it last week when I came here, and I thought it was weird, but I didn't put a lot of thought into it. It's just like, huh, well, that's odd. And the more I thought about it during the week, it was like, how is that spot that I spent, 2 or 3 hours shooting at 2 weeks ago literally not there anymore? Very bizarre. So instead, I'm going to have to go to the place I went to last week, which I didn't like as much. And that would be, well, just let me tell you, it's probably gone now too. I think right here. Yeah. All right. Well, that's that. I tried 2 times now to find the place I went to the first time, and it no longer exists. And maybe it never existed. I don't know. So, that's good. Take care. Good. Alright, that hit, I don't know if you can see, low and to the right. I don't know if you can see this. I put it right there. So I like to go a little more up and just a little bit to the left. A little bit of wind blowing right now. I'm going to hold off. Yeah. Still like to bring it up a little. I feel like I pulled that to the right a little bit. That should be closer. Okay. That's where I want it. So even the one I thought I pulled, so I walked it from, hopefully this is showing, started here, went up here, changed the adjustments, but didn't get much difference. This one I felt like I pulled it a little bit, and then this one felt like it was right on, and it's dead center. So that's probably, that's like 100 feet. What I'm trying to sight it for is basically from inside my house out to the street. Because I have a hunting rifle that I can shoot out 300 yards or so, and I wanted something that I felt confident with. You know, if I have to shoot out of my house to the street, it's going to be dead on, and the 22 is set that way, and I like that one too because you could actually fire that at threats that are out on the street, and you know, if they're talking and there's chaos, and they're not even going to hear that 22 round go off. It's just going to be this real quiet little snap, and then somebody's going to get around, you know, right between the eyes. And 22s are 22s, you know, they're not, but a headshot with a 22, your day's over. You're not going to continue the fight. So that's kind of my stealth weapon, is a 22 long rifle, zeroed at, you know, 100, 150 feet. It's grouping at about 1.5 inches, so, you know, aim for the bridge of the nose, and you're going to get them in the forehead or the eye. And that's gonna take you out of the fight. I don't care who you are. If you've got a 22 round that just ricocheted through your skull cavity, you know, you're done. And I like the silence of it. It's just a pop. The AR, obviously, you're gonna know somebody's shooting at you. But since I've got this one zeroed to that point, I think I would feel confident now. If there was chaos outside the house, that I could, because I don't want to shoot to wound or shoot to alert somebody. I want one shot to be fatal. And by having the AR zeroed to the point where, you know, you shoot from just one round out of the house, and it's going to end that threat and let everybody else know that it's probably not the place to be, because whoever's around there is doing one-shot kills. You're going to take your nonsense elsewhere, and that's all I really want. I'm not thinking that I'm going to take out a whole horde of people, but if you do one in dramatic fashion, it's like a bully. They're going to go to the kid that doesn't fight back, and doesn't, when he punches, you know, it doesn't hurt. They're not going to hang around the kid that just throws these one-punch knockouts. They're going to go to where there's less resistance. So I was really not happy with that other scope that I had, and its inability to zero, no matter how many clicks I turned it, it seemed like it was just doing whatever it wanted. And This is very locked in now. And so instead of wasting any more ammo, which is at a premium right now, I'm going to call that good. You know, hope I don't ever have to put a round through somebody's forehead, but it's sort of a, if you behave yourself, you don't have to worry about it.